Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, and all in between, and welcome to part 28 of the Lord of the Rings Online. Now, I've just been finishing up a few deeds and quests in Bree, and we are just about to get the Kindred reputation, so I wanted to save that to record online. So while I've been doing these Barrow Downs quests, I've got these items called Cardolan trinkets, which are worth 700 faction points each. We had 32 of them, but this last one will give us Kindred officially in Bree. So that's two now we've made, the Eglain and the Men of Bree, and next we'll be working on the Rangers of Estelden. The first thing I want to do is go straight to Threshold Bridge and work on some quests there, so I will see you there. Now we can hand back in those quests for Gatson.
What is this world coming to?
You've done well, my friend. We've got more problems, but at least you thought those orcs a lesson.
Greetings.
Are they good gloves? They are not. That's a fine job, a right fine job, I say. Thanks for your help with that there, Orcs. Master Gatson asked me to give you the small payment for your work.
Stay and hear me out.
It's my fault, I guess, but when you killed those orcs in my field, the rest of their ilk got pretty stirred up. I think they've been getting ready to raid my herd, grazing to the south of Bree. I'd like you to go down there and help my man Alwyn defend the herd from those orcs. Alwyn's a fair hand with a bow, but he's no fighter. Them orcs will finish my herd quick, and maybe worse. Make sure Alwyn doesn't get hurt on my account. I don't think the orcs will be caught unawares at this time. Their shoulder pads pretty crap.
Stay and hear me out.
There may just be a chance that you could help me. It seems to me that all of my stolen grain may still be at the Orcs' camp not far from here. If you can recover that grain for me, I'll be glad to sell it off to Estelden or Othrika. The Orcs have a big camp to the south and west of here. I don't know where in the camp they would keep the stolen grain, but you should retrieve 4 large sacks. Bring me those sacks and I'll see what I can do for the dwarves. And we'll do all these quests because it's a good reputation for our Rangers of Estelden. Wow, what happened here? That's a cool elf.
Oh, this is intolerable.
You have my thanks for helping out and keeping Alwyn safe, but I'm afraid this doesn't solve the problem. Those orcs will be back, you can be sure of that. But I'm working on it.
What is this world coming to?
A grain! I had forgotten, for we were attacked while you were away. There, you see, that elf folk came in the nick of time, and took out several invading orcs. It grows ever more turbulent, despite our good fortune in receiving aid of late. I worry that we will have to abandon this farm soon.
Stay and hear me out.
And if I can help it. We were so lucky this elf passed this way when he did, and lucky you came as well. I wish there was something we could do to help him in return, but we cannot abandon our farm. Perhaps you could speak with him if you wish to help. Lord Randia's message.
Grey is the shadow upon my heart.
I saw orcs when I passed this way, and could not turn a blind eye to them. I am glad I came here in time to save these men. I came seeking aid on behalf of Lachin, the master of Lingiliath, a small refuge of my kindred in the lush land of Meluinen. It is a small thing, no more than a slight stirring of an ill wind. The rangers are not in a position to send someone to Lachin, but perhaps you will go. Journey south. Lingiliath is very near the border of Meluinen. If Lachin is not able to speak with you, speak with Aglardir instead. We'll do what we can. Is that the end of these quests? I feel bad for the farmers. I hope that's we've made things better for them, but let's see. And here we have our first elven encampment. We've only really been in men encampments. This is the first elven one. Looks really nice.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Just talk to her to open up that. That's really nice. Lingiliath.
Megovanen.
Londrandia sent you to speak with Lachin. You have come too late then. Lachin is dead. He was killed when stone trolls attacked Lingiliath some time before my company arrived. dear.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
We must restore the stores of Lingiliath as soon as we can. Grief can cause both body and spirit to suffer, but against one of these hurt we can prepare. The stone trolls ruined the food that was stored here, but there are other sources of sustenance. Hunt the Orcs on the plains of the Kingsfell to the north of Lingiliath. Their meat will go a long way to restoring Lingiliath's stores. An Orc is a dangerous foe, and you must hunt several to obtain enough steak.
Mind my words, traveller.
Gildor and Glorian brought our company north to spread word of a great evil stirring in the south, but we found here only death. The keeper of this glade was friend to many of us, a fair elf named Lothlórien. He was slain by stone trolls before we arrived, and the refuge beset by ruin. I do not know what called the trolls out of Tower Gonwaith, but we must rebuild this place as best we can, for it is what Lothlórien would have us do were he here to ask it. Revenge, it must wait. The trolls scattered the possessions that we stored here throughout Melun, and look for shattered barrels between here and Tower Gonwaith to the south. I need you to bring me their contents. We'll help them out as much as we can. I've also got a soft spot for elves. And now we can hand back in those quests.
Megovanen.
You have done well, Runlina. I thank you for your aid. This Orcs meat will keep us for as long as it takes to restore Lingiliath. I would have further word with you. The grief of my friends is very deep, for Lothlórien was beloved of many. Help them if you can, and do not hold against them any harsh feelings if their despair seems to you strident. Thalalang and Brethelwen were particularly close to Lothlórien and held him in high regard. Give them comfort in their grief, for they have lost much to the evil that lurks in Tower Gonwaith. Again, I thank you for your aid, Runlina, and wish you well.
What do you need?
I did not think we could hope for as much as you have returned with, Runlina. I thank you for your aid. The trolls ruined or consumed much of the food that was stored here, and many relics were lost. Lothlórien would grieve for these losses, even as we grieve for him. And now we've got a whole rake of new quests to do in this location, so I think we'll end it here. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Do consider giving it a like if you did, and consider subscribing to join me on this journey with Runlina across Middle-earth. Take care and have a good day.